Please, please. I want the camera to...
I have two questions.
Please.
The first one is, when you study Swami Vivekananda, there he clearly mentions, because Britishers were not able to pronounce Sindhu, because the people were staying on the banks of the Sindhu river, so Hindu word came out.
Yes.
Can you elaborate this?
Yeah.
The second one is, everybody uses the quotation from Swami Vivekananda, where the science ends, religion begins. Religion starts. Okay.
Yes.
So what exactly, because you are a scientist, you have studied...
I'll answer both the questions.
So can you...
Sure, I'll answer both, Swamiji.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Swamiji has two questions. First question is that the word Hindu is derived from Sindhu, which people couldn't pronounce. So as far as the people on the West is concerned, when they were coming, everything in Sindh onwards, they said these are Hindus, that sort of a thing. The second question is Swami Vivekananda saying that where science ends, religion begins. I'll answer both these. Yeah, excellent questions. First of all, the word Hindu is new, but what it represents is not. So, I could call this microphone or I could give it a new name tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that this thing didn't exist. So my problem is not with people, the people I'm criticizing in this book are not saying that the word Hindu is new, but the entity is old. No. They are saying that there is no such entity, by whatever name. You can change the name, they will say it didn't exist, regardless of name. Not only it didn't exist, it couldn't exist because it's contradictory. So the idea that this whole thing should be called Neo-Hinduism is not about the name. It's not as simple as that. It's like somebody saying, we reject Rajiv because his whole ideas are contradictory, he's not a bona fide person. No, it is not about my name. I mean, I may offer to say, okay, call me Ashok or call me Peter or something. They're not limiting their attack on name. They're basically saying that this entity is not a bona fide entity. In the same way, I'm just using an analogy. The attack on Swami Vivekananda is not that he coined a new name, but he coined an idea which is not valid. That's a much deeper criticism. Regarding the second question, where science ends is where religion begins. I will not use the word religion because religion being dogma, revealed once, closed in history, really cannot take us further. I will use dharma. And I use Adhyatma Vidya. I mentioned Adhyatma Vidya, the inner science. So where science ends means where the outer science ends. Where the science of the outer world, outer things that we look, our Indriyas look outward, and through various instruments we make measurements and we come up with science. That science can only take us so far. At some point in time, you have to also turn the gaze inside. This is the gaze of the Rishi, and this is the Adhyatma Vidya, the inner science, the inner laboratory. This begins when your external quest, you've done your external quest, I've been in that quest also. At some point you reverse your gaze and you start an inner quest. I think that is the true spirit of Swami Vivekananda, that where the outer science ends, the inner science begins. That is what I would say.